Sir Christopher, no, pagkatapos po nitong malakas na lindol na nangyari nga po na 7.8 magnitude, no, syempre nabuksan muli ang usapin kung gaano kahalaga itong mga earthquake preparedness sa mga paaralan, no. Ano po ang mga ginagawa o yung mga ginagawang hakbang ng CHED para rito po? Sir Christopher?
Okay, thank you Miss Jackie, no. So actually as early as 2012 nagpalabas na ang CHED ng guidelines, no, on how to deal with yung mga disruptions such as earthquake, typhoons, and so on, no. And ang una talagang hakbang na ginawa ng CHED dyan ay magkaroon ng institutional incident team, no, ang isang institusyon to address itong mga concern na ito. And after that, yung institusyon meron silang ICM, no, tinatawag natin, and then kami naman sa regional office meron din, at eventually ang national office ng CHED, no. But in terms of preparedness, I have to say that ang mandated talaga sa atin, no, sa ating mga higher education institutions ay yung pag-participate sa quarterly na national earthquake drill, no, simultaneous earthquake drill na sinasagawa ng OCD, no, or Office of Civil Defense, no. But yun na yung parang minimum requirement, no, na sinasabi natin. The higher education institutions can really require, no, yung ating mga drills to be, kumbaga hindi siya predictable. Kumbaga kasi yung NSED kasi medyo alam natin na magkakaroon ng drill, di ba? Hindi tulad nung kumbaga unannounced na mga drills which can really be implemented by the higher education institutions themselves, no. And yan yung ine-encourage ng CHED na magkaroon ng drills na hindi siya announced talaga.
Yes. Miss Jackie, magandang
Yes.
bagay na binanggit ni Sir Christopher na dapat talaga masunod itong simultaneous earthquake drill, which is very important. Now, puntahan natin. Thank you very much. We have to religiously follow that. Sir Christopher, ang gusto ko naman din itanong sa inyo, gaano ba kadalas ginagawa ngayon sa mga paaralan, speaking of the earthquake drills, at ano ang mga karaniwang pagkakamali, kung mayroon man, na nakikita nyo kapag nagsasagawa ng earthquake drills yan sa mga eskwelahan ninyo po?
Well, ang una talagang napansin dyan, unang-una, yun nga, no, predicted, no, yung mga drills, no. That's why it's very important na magkaroon tayo ng drill that is really unannounced. And secondly,
Yes.
it's very important na kung magdi-drill tayo, ano ba talaga ang dapat na gawin ng ating mga estudyante kapag nagkaroon na talaga ng malakas na earthquake, di ba? So the usual suggestion really is to do, or requirement, no, is to duck, cover and hold, no. But it's very important that yung school nga is really they are made to identify yung parang incident commander ng kapag merong ganitong mga drills, di ba? Kasi hindi nagtatapos doon sa duck, cover and hold, no. Nakita naman natin doon sa very famous na video ng isang fast food chain, no, doon sa Region 12 kung saan talagang gumuho yung building na yon, di ba? So that's why it must not stop in, you know, conducting yung duck, cover and hold, no. There must be someone who would really lead the students, no, on when is the right time to leave the premises of the structure itself, no. So yun yung kung sinasabi naman natin gaano kadalas, ang ina-encourage talaga ng CHED dyan is for them to do it monthly, no. Yung quarterly kasi that's the minimum requirement, but it's very important na kung pwede nga parang tulad sa Japan, no, na parang naging muscle memory na nila kung anong gagawin kapag mayroong mga ganitong sakuna, Miss Jackie and Miss Annie.
Okay. Ms. Jackie,
Yes
with your
po.
permission, gusto ko po, sir, ma-dissect natin ang bahagya, itong bagay na ito. You made mention about the drill, you want it unannounced. Tama din po yun. Unannounced para walang preparation. And then, mayroon din binabanggit kayo na yung bang duck, cover, and hold ay hanggang kailan pwede yun? Kailangan bang mag-adjust ang ang training na ito, ang exercise na ito, na sasabihin mo na no more time to duck, cover, and hold. What is important is to get out immediately dahil yung structure na yan, we don't know kung gaano siya kahusay, katibay. So we need to get out immediately. So hindi na natin magagamit yung duck, cover, and hold. Is that what you're trying to point out, Sir Christopher?
Yes, Miss Annie, no. So, to be honest with you, ang talagang authority nito is yung OCD, okay? Yung Office of Civil Defense. But in the context of higher education, it's very important that bawat floor, no, ng isang building ay talaga makakaroon ng tinatawag nating incident commander, no. That is based on the training provided by the OCD to the higher education institutions, and kasama na rin, no, ang CHED dyan sa training na yan, wherein there must really be someone, no, who is trained by the OCD and who must be able to declare on when is the right time to leave the premises of the building, no, kasi
Okay.
yung sinasabi ng the cover and hold, that is only temporary. Okay? Pagkatapos niyan, you need to leave the premises if kailangan na talaga.
Okay. Yes, sir. Naiintindihan kita. Miss Jackie, again, speaking kung sino magli-lead, can I say this thing po? If we are expecting someone to lead, I think yung available na tao doon, personnel, are the teachers. Pwede bang mag-recommend ang CHED, ang tanggapan ninyo, na kung may magli-lead, no other than the teacher, kung sino kung sino po yung tamaan doon sa time na yon, siya ang mag-lead. But tama talaga na kailangan niya ng regular training. Magkaroon siya ng regular training. Is that my understanding po? Tama ba? Nakukuha ko yung gusto niyong sabihin, Sir Christopher?
Tama 'yun, Miss Annie, no. Ang gusto ko lang din banggitin, Miss Annie, is that yung OCD, they conduct regular training, no, to our higher education institutions on really what to do during the course of the drill. Okay? Kaya nga nabanggit ko kanina yung incident commander who must really be trained also by the OCD. Kasi ang importante dito is when is the right time to really declare to leave the premises. Okay? And if we really need to leave the premises in the first place, kasi tulad ng sinabi ko, yung duck, cover, and hold, that is the first course of action that we need to do. Okay? But after that, what is next, no? So that is the very important question that our higher education institutions must really be able to predict, or shall I say, make a judgment call, no, during the time na magkakaroon na ng actual na earthquake, Miss Jackie and Miss Annie.